Welcome back to From the Bench, everybody. As always, it's Eric, and today we have a quick little 4-card PSA grade reveal video. Sent off 4 Pokemon cards of PSA at the end of November with some friends of mine, and just got them back this past Monday, February the 24th. So essentially a 2.5-month turnaround time when you factor in, us shipping them there, them shipping them back, everything else. It's not really a surprise to anybody. I don't think when you factor in Christmas and New Year's, just you're talking multiple days off for companies there. On top of that, GameStop started taking in submissions at the end of the year, so that drives up the market and the timelines and everything else, along with Pokemon just going through this massive boom. In comparison, we sent off a sports card submission at the same time, literally shipped them out together, and that came back to us about 2 weeks earlier. So just to kind of give you guys an idea, Pokemon's definitely lagging behind compared to sports and everything else. But even sports, I sent one off, I think October maybe, September, October, and it was about a month turnaround time for sports at the time. So definitely these past couple months has put a strain on PSA for sure. So gonna get right into it. Turn the camera around. Once again, you got 4 cards to do. These were about $30 Canadian to grade by the time you factor in shipping there, shipping back, border fees, all that other stuff. The Canadian dollar compared to the American dollar. But we got Ammonite here, swimming around with some Caputos. Caputos? Hey, a multiply Caputo. So yeah, just a nice little illustration there. And boom. Little PSA 10 there on the Ammonite. I thought this was pretty clean, so don't really see any issues, any whitening, anything. So I was pretty happy with that one. We got the next up. I actually pulled this. I bought a couple of those before it was super crazy. Picked up a couple 151 3-packs that you got at Costco. Opened up one of the ETBs, opened up all of the tins. Have the other 3 ETBs, I think, just chilling on a shelf somewhere. But this was actually one of the hits in that ETB, so I was pretty happy to hit that. The nice Charizard EX. And came back another 10. So pretty happy with that hit. Anytime you get a Charizard and a 10, can't complain. So same thing. Overly clean card. So happy with that scenario. Next up, I actually have this card in a 9 already. I picked this up at a local hobby shop and thought, you know what? It's not that bad. I didn't really see anything at the time. Don't really see anything when you look at it quick. Definitely missed something though, because it's hard to get a 6. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Overall, the submission with all of my friends that we kind of went in on this with, it was a rough one. Another guy where I bought this from, another guy I know had one, shipped one off. It came back an 8. So yeah, definitely a little harder. I figured out what it was afterwards though. Right there, you kind of see where it meets the slab. It's a little indent right there. Kind of see that little white spot there near the top corner. So that was on me when I kind of looked at it like this. Just looked at it quickly. I don't know. I must have missed it. It's the only thing I could think of, but looks like it's a little indent there. So obviously if it's an indent, it makes sense that it's a 6, but yeah, definitely. I don't know when the last time I got I got some 6s on some like early 2000s hockey stuff, I think, maybe. But it's been a while since I got a 6 in anything. So yeah, definitely not what I was expecting. Next one up, We got a Loudred. Just a really funky colors. Like the card, thought it was good. Um, is it the most popular Pokemon of all time? No, but I think I actually pulled this myself, maybe. I had a bunch of stuff that I was trying to grade and I was trying to look at it, but every single one just had like a little whitening here and a little whitening here. These back corners are kind of where they really get you on Pokemon stuff. Yeah, then a couple of things were off-centered, and once again, I think I got a little bit better submission ready to go out that I'll send out in the next video probably. So see what happens, but yeah, I thought this was overall not too bad, and came back a 9. So definitely not a 6, definitely not a 6. But yeah, so backdrop, we got a couple other ones I picked up over the last little while there. So we got the Gardevoir EX in the 9. We got the Charizard. I will say it a million times. Probably one of the best artworks in Pokemon cards. Just being that kind of battle style, two original starters going at it. It's just, it looks awesome. The team up, Pikachu and Zekrom, and then the Blaziken VMAX. So, yeah, that's the submission. Not, like I said, would have been nice to get something more, but I'm telling you right now, when I compare it to what some of the other guys in the submission got for grades, I made out very well. Like I said, a lot of these guys had some really, really, really bad grades. Let me see if I can pull it up real quick. The guys just, I feel like we're usually pretty decent when it comes to this. But yeah, there was a lot of, let's see, an 8, a 6 from Champion's Path of Zard, a 10 for Charmeleon from the 151. We got another 9, another 8. That was the Zapdos special illustration rare for 151. We got a 10 for Cornet. Just a bunch of stuff like 9, 9, 9, 9, 9. Just 9s left, right, and center throughout this entire thing. A 7 for a 1999 Alakazam foil from Topps. Another 9, a 7.5 in the Alakazam special illustration rare. I got an 8.5, and I thought that was an obscure grade for one of my last hockey orders. 7.5, crazy. Did get a 10 on the other one, though. An 8 for the Venusaur for 151. It was just overall not good. We both had these two cards. Both had Charizard's. He had a 9 on this one and an 8 on that one, so I got him on the 10. A 7, another 8 for Greninja from Shrouded Fables. Another 8 for Miriam. Like, he just was not a good submission. Then he had a 1999 Holo Zard that he came back a 6 in base set 2, I believe, and then mine finished off. So as far as everything goes, I felt pretty good with mine. Do you find let me know in the comments, do you find they're grading harder lately? Do you find, are you okay with the long turnaround time? I personally am. PSA is kind of the only place I end up grading with nowadays. I've done the other stuff, right? I've done the small startup companies. I've tried the different stuff, especially back when PSA just wasn't taking in anything. You kind of had to find other options and stuff like that. But for me, just the turnaround time, even though it's a little bit longer, it's just my return on investment. Especially where, yes, maybe you can flip them quicker, everything else, but just a consistent, for a fact, this is what it's going to sell for, because there is so many more copies of that. PSA is the name, everything else. To me, that's kind of where I come from it. Like I said, everyone's different. Some people hate grading. I'm sure there'll be somebody in here that says grading's a scam. Everyone's entitled to their own opinion. Like I said, it's one of those things. People are paying a lot for it. There are a ton getting graded. And, you know, at the end of the day, there's still that demand for it. So let me know what you guys think of this. Let me know what you think of my submission. And for Eric at From the Bench, I'll talk to you guys later. Bye, guys.